UJ-BCURE is almost like a bridge between those who are supplying research, so the researchers themselves, and those who are using or supposed to use the evidence. UJ-BCURE gets evidence and policymakers together through what we call a mentorship-based approach that is underlined by three fundamental principles. One is working with relationships, building relationships between researchers and government policymakers. Secondly, working with people in the context where they find themselves. We then together, in collaboration, identify a specific problem or challenge that they face that we can offer support with. We get the research off the shelf, help them to access it, help them to assess the quality, to establish whether it is something that they should use or could use, how does it relate to the specific problem that they've identified, and then help them to synthesize that in a manner that informs their policy question. Our entry point into government has been the ministries responsible for overall planning and development in their respective countries, and they have then directed us to specific line ministries where they thought we might be best placed to offer support.
The role of BCURE is that we are supposed to look at the local problems and find internationally based solutions and not reinvent the wheel. A clear example of this is looking at the work we've done with the DBE, which is the Department for Basic Education, where we have looked at the implementation plan for e-education, trying to use ICT in order to improve the outcomes of education. There was a problem in terms of the implementation of the plan. We gave them technical advice and support, and also used examples learned on the international platform in order to inform the strategy around e-learning. We've been able to take the plan right through from the planning stages right through to establishing what it is they need to do to actually implement it, the resources that are required and where they're going to get the resources for that.
The value of the BCURE approach is that it is not one size fits all. So the program is very different in South Africa than it is in Malawi, and that also relates back to our mentorship approach. We go and meet people in the context where they are, tailor our approach so we can apply our mentorship-based approach in a different setting and have a very different outcome. In Malawi, we are working at district level, specifically with 4 of the 28 districts. And we think that is important because of local government's proximity to people on the ground and therefore the real potential to impact on their lives through evidence-informed decision-making.
UJ-BCURE is a 3-year program, and we're hoping to build capacity of individuals and teams to have better access to research evidence and to be able to make sense of it and to use it in their decisions and to challenge others who come to them saying this is the right answer. But we're also hoping to have an impact at an organisational level to influence cultures so that there's an expectation of the use of research evidence and to really embed those within systems so that the structures in place to support individuals and organisations to access and use research evidence. Our hope is that through UJ-BCURE, Malawi and South Africa might become flagships in evidence-informed decision-making, that others might come to learn from them.